Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have some wonderful guests in studio today, very warm, caring people, and they are Kate Mason and Raj Bendre, and they're from Abhyaasa Yoga. And I kind of wanted to welcome you to the studio and tell me a little bit about your place and the type of yoga you're doing, because I think we all kind of have a general approach to, hey, it's yoga, but it's so much more. Who wants to field that first?
Well, let's start with the name.
Yes, what is the name?
So Abhyaasa Yoga Studio. And what does the word Abhyasa mean? It means consistent and dedicated practice. So that's a very important part of this thing we call yoga. We don't want to do something just on Saturday morning. We want it to be a consistent part of our lives.
And tell me a little bit about how there's a lot of yoga studios out there. How do you differ? And why is the difference really important?
Well, the word yoga means union. It's the union of body and mind. So that's really what we emphasize, is that union, bringing that mindfulness into the flow of your practice. So as you go through the different asanas, you continue to have that internal awareness, that presence in the present moment.
Well, we were talking a little bit off camera. Yoga has two parts. It's the physical and the mental. And sometimes, and you kept saying you have to start where you are.
Right.
I think sometimes we look at, the offerings out there thinking it's good for me physically to do some yoga. It's different than a run or a bike. It's something better for me.
And it is.
And it is.
Yeah, but the whole concept of starting where you are and going where your intention leads you is very important. So combining what your body is doing and what your mind is doing is what yoga is. Combining those, having the union of those two is critical, and that's what we do in our studio.
And you were emphasizing start where you are, because I think people come in with these preconceived notions. Like I would come in thinking, well, I need to be more flexible, so therefore, I can't touch my toes. I'm in trouble for yoga.
All right. So if you can't touch your toes, it's okay. That's where you start.
And you think of, now Kate, you teach some classes there, but you don't think of yourself as a teacher, you call yourself a guide, and both of you.
Yeah, really. And that's how, you can actually see the relief on new students' faces. We've had people come in and they said, I don't really, I'm intimidated, I'm not sure what yoga is. And I say, I'm here as your guide, and what I want you to do is just listen to your breath, be aware of the internal sensations, the subtle sensations of your body, being guided by the intention that you set. Because I go in with an intention, but they set their own intention of what they'd like to receive from the practice. So they're guided by that, and we always give them different options for resting. The one thing I say is, like, the one rule here is that you just stay in your practice. You stay in that present moment. And so it doesn't matter if you can touch your toes. It doesn't matter if you can wrap your leg behind your head. Maybe that will come, and you will see your body gradually opening up. You will find this freedom. You will find more flexibility. But what you really start to notice is that it's not just a flexibility of the body, it's a flexibility of the mind. And then as you become more aware of that, then there's a progression. But it's not necessarily a goal.
Right, and then those ups and downs that you feel on the yoga mat, you can handle those, and then the ups and downs you feel in life, you can handle those. So it's not just a practice on the yoga mat, it's a practice in life. So you come to a place of equanimity where you accept what you can do, and you accept what you can do when you're in life. You just really come to a place of peace.
So you're actually taking yoga out of the class and applying it to life.
Well, yeah, that's what the purpose of yoga is.
Right. I would think that, right, and many people, though, I think view it just as, I'm going to yoga class. And so you guys are here to help us even more. And you kept emphasizing it's your practice. So this isn't, though I'm in a class, you're very much emphasizing it should be my yoga.
It is. So I give options for coming into poses. I always give the correct alignment. We always do that. So we want to keep people safe in the practice, and we want to offer challenges, but one person's challenge is not the same as another's. So there's always options to just pull back. you listen to your breath, and really what we're doing is trying to find steadiness and ease in each pose.
Going with the concept of steadiness and ease, there's also the concept of single-minded focus. And oftentimes people's lives are filled, their minds are constantly filled with thoughts. That internal dialogue sometimes can be damaging. It can be, there can be self-deprecation, and you want to take that away. So part of the steadiness and ease, there's also this part of single-minded focus. So yoga combines those two, and then with the combination of those two is transformation. You're looking at a glass half empty, or you can transform that into a glass that's half full. So that transformation is critical.
How does somebody who's watching this and thinking this is something that I need, how do they get started with you, your practice, your yoga group? How do they get started?
Just come on in, and there's multiple options for students. Whether you're a beginner or you're an advanced yogi, there's multiple opportunities to advance within your own practice.
And you are well located, I think, because I believe that fitness and all that need to fit right in your life. If it's on the way someplace, and you guys are beautifully located downtown Naperville.
Kitty corner from the library.
Right, so you can, go to some yoga practice and then go next door and check out a good book.
Definitely could do that, yeah.
If someone's thinking about doing this, what would you offer as a thought to encourage somebody to go try your type of yoga or try yoga in general?
Just come by, bring a mat if you have one, bring some water, give us a call. Often I talk to people on the phone before they come, really determine what it is they're looking for, and I can suggest a particular class for them to come to. But really, most of our classes, we welcome all different levels. And
that's awesome. Well, you guys are very warm and welcoming here, and I appreciate that. Thanks for taking time to tell us a little bit about what you do, and we're going to be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.